attention. Do not skip this video. I repeat, do not skip this video. You are going to thank me at the end. This is one of my juiciest stories that I even debated putting on YouTube, but it's just too long and there's so many elements that it's going to take a while for me to work that into like a stand-up routine, which I do plan on doing, but for the time being, there's just too much information. Like I would need like an hour special. So I'm going to tell it the best that I can, and hopefully YouTube doesn't take it down, because I'm pretty sure I put it up before at one point, and just, I don't know, man. It's a hit or miss for me when I tell my stories. Sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the thing I'm getting violated for, I do the same thing and it gets through. So I don't know, but all I do know is watch this video. You will not be disappointed. Okay? So let me start it off with this. Have you ever been to Mexico? I probably haven't, right? Me, just a little gringo, little Harry Potter looking gringo. Damn, I should have had a picture from when I was a kid. Oh no, I've been to Mexico. I've been to Mexico many, no, I wouldn't say many, but I've been to Mexico multiple times. Yeah, yeah. And I went when I was in about second grade, second, third grade, somewhere around there. Okay. So, growing up, my best friend, like, we don't talk that much anymore, but he's got his own life and everything, but like, we're still in contact. My best friend, man, like, best friend, he was half Hispanic and half white. His dad was white from like San Diego, or like somewhere like locally in like the South Bay or California, and his mom was straight up from Mexico, straight up from Mexico. So it was like a weird dynamic at that house, definitely. A lot of what I would learn, misogynistic, misogyny. I love when I hear that in the podcast. But just, like calling his mom woman instead of her name and stuff like that. Like, I heard that more than her name. I don't know if I ever heard him call her by name. It was just, get me another beer, woman. And man, I'm not trying to like trash my boys. Like, this was a long time ago, but like the windowsills would just be filled with empty tall cans, Bud Light, just like candles, just all along the windowsills. Like, it was crazy, man. But like, that was my boy, and we went to elementary school together. He had a little brother that was like 2.5, 3 years younger than us. Remember that. 2 to 3 years younger than us. Okay? So, my friend's dad, like, by the way, like, going over, like, I spent so much time over there because I didn't live, I lived in, like, the Harbor Gateway, or, like, damn near, like, Carson. I'm going to school in Gardena every day. Like, I'm not, like, in the area. Like, I go home and that's it, or whatever. So when I would go spend time with him, I would go and like sleep over at his pad, and like, it's like I got immersed into like Hispanic. Like, I love Mexican people. I love Hispanic. Like, I love it. Like, I like, his abuelita was my abuelita. I called her that. Like his Tio Juan was my Tio Juan. Like, for real. Like, those are real people. Like, and so, like, funny, like, most ironic thing is that his mom always, she would make sandwiches, but they always have mayonnaise on them. And I hated mayonnaise growing up. Like, I barely came around to it, like, quite recently. And I know that's pretty stereotypical. Sometimes I wished I had that watch from Undercover Brother, where you could spray the barbecue sauce. Oh man, I could have really used that. But I just had to eat it because it was that or nothing. Like, not like she was like this or nothing, but like, that's what it was. Like, so I ate it. Anyways, that doesn't even matter. So, Like, one time he asked if I want to go to Mexico with them. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Like, I had to get a passport and stuff, whatever. And I went with, the first time that we go with his mom and Pt.1. And it's me, my friend, and his little brother. His dad does not go. So it's just us. His grandma, abuelita, I know that word, huh? Crazy, right? I probably say it really cringy, but whatever. We would go to her house. We went to her house one time. The very first time, that's where we went. So it was like, I almost felt like it was like a ruse. And I can remember, like, this is a real Mexico memory that I have, is she lived right next door to this like liquor store type place, and you could go and you could buy a glass Coke and you drink the Coke, and then you go bring it back to the place, and then they give you a peso, and then you can use that peso to buy another Coke. Like, it's really, it tripped me out. Like, it really tripped me out the first like time, like when I kind of like was trying to understand that system. I was like, whoa. I don't know if it's like that anymore. Like, this is, you got to remember, this is very long. Like, I don't even know what age. I think I was like 7 or 8 at that time. So like, we're talking like 20, you know, over 20 years ago. A lot has changed, and you'll see, as far as this first story goes further, you will see like the proof of how long ago this was, just by the sheer events. Okay, so we go there, and like, it's cool. Like, it's cool. We go to like some little markets and whatever, and like, we don't really do a whole lot. Like, I bought some stuff from the border, like all the people that are like the chicklet people, like, not saying that in a derogatory way, but I just mean the people who sell like the stuff on the side of the border or whatever. I still, to this day, where's it at? I think I even have it. Where's it at? Where's my Mexico blanket? I have it somewhere. Damn, I don't know what I did with it, man. I have one of those. Like, everybody knows what I'm. Oh, here it is. Hold up. Oh shit, man. Boom, son. You already know. If you know what's up, you know that this is a Mexico blanket, and I got four of them for $20. Yeah, $5 a pop. I don't know what happened to the other ones, but this blue one has managed to stay with me through, like, I still have it now. Like, I'm from the time I'm telling you about, when I was 7 or 8 years old. So it's a good blanket too, by the way. Like, honestly, for real. So we go, and we go through the border, whatever, and it was just like, it was a normal trip. Like, it was a nice trip. I had never been out of the country before. I don't even think no, I'd been to a couple different states by then, but I'd never been out of the country. So like, it was kind of like a little bit of a culture shock. We went to this one place where there was this giant like wave that would come, and the giant wave would like crash up against these rocks, and it would like spray. It probably has some name or like something. Who knows if it's still there? I don't know. Like I said, this is a very dated story, but still a very, very juicy one. Trust me. All these details matter. Everything matters. Just please, just stay with me. I promise you. I promise you. Okay? So, let's see where we're at. 9 minutes. All right. And I'm not going to make it super long. I'm going to cut it up in a couple of different parts so people's attention spans don't go wandering. Because that's how I am, dude. Like, my mind, if I'm trying to find a new show to watch, like, in 30 minutes, I'll try to watch like 8 different shows for like 2 minutes each. And I'm nope, can't do it. Nope, can't. Like, it's like on some squirrel stuff. Like, not something to brag about. So, that was the first time of going to Mexico, where, it's like, imagine being a parent, or if you are a parent, imagine that like your child was in second grade, third grade, and like got asked to go to Mexico, like whatever, like, you know, like that could be concerning for a parent for sure. You know, like you would want to know that your child is in good hands, right? So that first time we went, total supervision, total like we went places. We went to the little markets and we went and looked at stuff and like we you know, just like we did like normal tourist stuff. And you know, it was cool. I enjoyed it. I had a nice time. So, you know, we come back from there and everything's fine. Everything's cool. Hey, how was your trip? Great trip. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. I'm still a young little boy. Like, man, if I find a yearbook somewhere, I'll show you guys what I looked like back then. I have some school pictures, but that'll probably actually coincide with this very well. But that was the first time that we went to Mexico. The first time. That was the innocent time. That was the supervised time. That was the responsible adult time. That would not be a continuous storyline as far as traveling to Mexico. And I'm going to get more into that in the next episode right now.